morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Rashad.
Well, as you can see, we're just a little bit behind schedule. You know, guys, our morning conversations are interesting, to say the least. We're going to get started here in just a second. So bear with us for maybe another minute or so, okay? Happy Friday, everyone.
It is Friday, right?
It is Friday.
Yeah.
Wake on up. Come on in here. Go ahead and share the link for us, guys. Friday edition of the Coffee Chat.
With Sam and Jamie.
I'm gonna wait for the music to stop.
Okay.
Live from the WGBS studios, get your cup of coffee or get your shot of whiskey. It's time for Coffee Chat with Sam and Janet. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Friday. What's the date? Oh, September 2nd. August is done.
Right.
So you know what? Let me say this real quick, guys. What's that? So that makes it 4 months left in the year. Right? September, October, November. Yeah, 4 months. Hey, time to turn on the afterburners, guys. If you are trying to hit your yearly goals or trying to if you already hit your yearly goal, trying to, put some extra gravy on that thing, turn on the afterburners, go for broke, go all in. How you feeling today, Janet?
I am feeling pretty darn all right this morning.
Good morning, Ann. Hey, I want to have Ann on, so we'll reach out to her. I already reached out to her this morning because she posted this picture of a cookie. She has a bakery shop, I believe, in the Atlanta area.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking about maybe we can do 1 week where it's all foodie lovers week.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, sounds cool.
Listen, this is our thing. We can do whatever we want.
That's right, huh?
Huh.
That's right. By the way, I threw out the challenge to her to see if she can make something keto friendly. If not, it's okay, but we'll see if she can stand up to the challenge. But yeah, we'd love to have her on.
Here's the thing. Even if she can't do it keto friendly, give us the recipe and we can. When I say we, I mean Sam.
She's not going to give us her recipe now.
Come on. Ann is our friend, even though I don't know her. And it's the first time I saw her name. She's our best friend.
She ain't gonna give up the secret sauce.
Friends share recipes.
Sauce. She ain't gonna give up the secret sauce. Good for you, Rashad. So, hey guys, as usual, go ahead and share our link for us, if you will. We really keep this thing organic, guys. We start off with some topics, or maybe we get a topic from you guys, and we expound on it.
Right.
So feel free again if anyone wants to join us live, hop in for a second and comment on something, or let's make it shout out your business Friday. You want to shout out your business, do a quick commercial. We'll ask you a couple of questions and you can get back to working. How about that for organic? What are we talking about today?
Well, I guess you brought it up when we're talking about small businesses. Okay.
All right.
There's someone that I think we've talked about it before. We get our soaps from our soaps and your body butters from this lady. Now, her trade, she's a school teacher by trade, but she started making soaps really because she suffers with eczema. And so we love the soaps so much. And then she used Sam as her guinea pig and created a men's body butter. But we love the products so much, and we've been using them for years for, oh my gosh, I know at least 7 years we've been using her products. We love them so much that Sam, he has depleted our stash
I
because he's
depleted.
you depleted our stash because he's given our
I didn't
soap
deplete the
and
stash.
body
Nope.
butters to my
Nope.
family. Hmm,
Nope.
hmm, hmm. He's
I have a sharing heart. I have a sharing spirit.
he's depleted our stash because he has given our soaps and butters
No,
to my family.
they tried the product and loved it. Instead of them going to the website, they come in,
They come to us. They come to us. So in any case, her name, her product is her business names is Scrubbed by Lease.
if I'd have known you were gonna do, I would have had her link. We already shouted her out, but
We did shout her out, but since we're doing small businesses, then we're gonna do that.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. We're gonna shout her out, other people in our community. And what I like about her products, we gave some to Rob and the body butters, like my son, my brothers, my sister, and I've mentioned this before, how my sister, she was just like, she don't put anything in her face, she don't put soap in her face, yada yada yada. And she finally tried it. It took her a while to get to the face, and she calls me up, Jan, I just love it. So she's coming here. I'm very excited that my sister is flying in tonight, and so I'll get to spend a couple of days with her. But Rob uses the body butter in our granddaughter's hair, which I think is so, so the product is so natural, right? That she's 3 years old, he uses it, he can use it in their hair. So if you're looking for something that a good skincare line, or a good body butter at least, or a soap, a nice organic soap, then check her out. And then you were talking about Ann. She's a baker, you said?
Yeah, let me see. Let me find her link since I did bring it up. I'm sure she does. She's on Facebook, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And Danner. Not sure how we connected. Had to probably doing something about food. Let's see here. Ice and Top Bakery Shop. So let me grab her links and I'll drop it in here for you guys to check it out, especially if you're in the Atlanta area. But I also found out that she ships all over. Okay, so let's do that one in the comment section as well. And while I'm doing that, Janet, so there's not any dead air.
Right.
You want to?
Yeah. So we have a lot of people that do some amazing things, like, right. So we have a couple of people that bake. There's one in Houston. Her name is Koswa, but I don't know exactly what her business name is. I know a girl whose profession, she's an RN, but she also bakes cakes as well. And hers is Kim's Confetti. I think that all of these things can be found on Instagram. My best friend, she's in financial services, but she also does arrangements, floral arrangements in the Indianapolis area. We have several people that we know are hairstylists, but two of them I'm gonna highlight because they one of them literally makes her own wigs, and she has made wigs for Niecy Nash, and a couple of other celebrities. She has a shop in Atlanta, and her name is Franchelle. Then there's another girl who specializes in your natural hair, which I love, and I wish that she was closer to me. But she does. These two ladies are my daughter's friends. She is in the Orlando area, and her Instagram is Elizabeth and Sixth. So they do some amazing things. I feel like all I'm talking about is females. I know that there are a plethora of guys who have their own businesses as well. So one of my cousins is a cement finisher, actually. So my uncle, right? My uncle was a cement finisher, and he had one son. He had daughters, but he had one son. He ended up marrying, his wife passed away, and then he remarried my aunt, and she had a son. And so, as time went on, he used to go out with my uncle to lay cement, and he ended up gathering that business, right? And so if you're in the Southwest Louisiana area, Lafayette, Abbeville area, it's Allen Cement Concrete or some construction. He lays foundations and all kinds of stuff. He's doing wonderful things in his community. We have a guy that visits us quite often on this platform. He does landscaping. His name is Dexter. What area is Dexter in, babe?
Dexter is in the Jackson, Mississippi area.
So, we just love shouting out businesses. We love watching people, in our community just really do their thing, and if there are plenty of ways of supporting a small business. Obviously, one of the major ways of supporting a small business is to actually utilize their services. But if you don't need that particular services, or maybe can't finance that particular service, then you can shout them out. That's always, word of mouth is always a good thing.
I think, and even, well, I shouldn't say even big. Another good way is to not ask for any discounts
Oh, absolutely.
or the family and friends hookup.
Or the family and friends hookup, right?
From where I sit, we should be, and we are this way, but we should be proud to pay full price. Now, on the flip side of that, Black business owners, you got to come correct. Now, we can't, just like any other business, I'm not gonna, pay, gladly pay the full price if the service or the product is lacking. So it's a relationship, right? Two parties got to bring their all to that relationship and make it work, right? So you got to stop asking for the discounts, because you got to understand, any small business, especially our small business, is already having a tough time, probably um, getting going, getting started, and keeping the business running. So support them 150% that way.
And so, guys, we're doing our Facebook Live, but we have it on Sam's page, and we also have it on my page. So keep in mind, I am going back and forth looking at the comments, both Sam and I. So if I don't immediately, on my own personal page, if I don't immediately respond to your question, it's because I didn't see it yet.
Let me add that to the queue now. So I don't want nobody getting in trouble.
So my friend Hope, she just sent a message. What's her website? And I'm assuming
Whose
that
website?
that's the question that I asked. Which one? Whose website? Because we talked about a few people.
We
My
talked about
assumption is that she's talking about Lisa.
okay. It's in the comment section. Oh, it's not in your comment section.
Well, there it is right up there. So if she looks up at the ticker, it's Scrub by Lisa. And I thought that you also put it in the comments. You
It's in the
didn't?
comment. It should come over into your comment as well, I believe. Maybe not.
Not in my comments. I see it on the ticker on my page.
Okay. I'll get it over there. Actually.
No, I'm going to copy and paste it. I see it right here.
All right. Perfect. So
Mm-hmm.
hope staying away from the cookies, I see.
Oh yeah, Hope is doing a phenomenal job in her weight loss journey.
Hey, more power to you. You know what? I'm trying. Are we good to go? I want to, because this one thing, man, I just got to I need some help. My first source of help and understanding is my partner, my wife, and everything, because I just wasn't understanding something. Have you guys seen or heard of? I've seen the commercial. And I saw it for the second time. Was it yesterday?
Yeah,
I think it was
probably.
yesterday. How to? I mean, I'm gonna just say it. Butt deodorant. Anyone ever heard of
Yes.
a
Yes.
product for butt as butt deodorant? I'm not making this up. I promise you. I'm not making this up.
So Lumi.
Yeah, it is Lumi.
Hey, chick. I know she's gonna have a lot to say
Lume.
about the butt deodorant.
I'm like, I had never heard of such a thing, by the way. So I'm first thought it was a joke because their commercial is on that line of the comedy skit kind of thing. It's pretty it's a pretty cool commercial. As a matter of fact, I got it pulled up here. I'll pull it in a second. But I want to
Okay.
know, has anyone heard of it before we move on with that? I mean, have you ever heard of butt deodorant? The company in particular is called Lume. Lume, Lume.
Yes, Lumi.
Yeah, Lume. Well, while we're waiting on some responses, let me just I like the marketing, the commercial, but I got some questions. I have some
There are
questions.
always questions. Mm-hmm.
Let me bring it over real quick, and hopefully the sound will come through this time, and you guys can just listen to this.
Just take a pea-sized amount and apply it like lotion to your privates. Then kiss your stinky butt goodbye.
Goodbye.
Ah! No one likes odor below the belt. Whether you're at the gym getting free samples of butt incense, at the office inhaling your own front fumes, or in bed doing some stinky winky. No, not the Teletubby. Your privates go everywhere you go. So why isn't there deodorant for privates? Now there is with Lumi, the only natural deodorant you can safely use on your private parts. Lumi is clinically proven to eliminate odor all day. And if you're using your privates all day, good for you. Lumi's been proven to control odor for 72 hours. Lumi works by stopping odor at the source, bacteria. Most crotch and butt smells come from bacteria on the skin, breaking down fluids and farting out odor. Lumi stops them from eating so they can't fart. Now they're polite germs.
Goodness me.
Lumi was created by an OBGYN to be totally safe and effective. It's made with gentle ingredients and only goes on the outside, not the inside. Stop putting things inside. And despite what the douchebags tell you, the outside is where the odor is anyway. Hey,
That's good enough.
you have enough douchebags in your life. Lumi is natural and safe, even for the most sensitive parts.
Okay, that's enough of that. You guys get the idea of what they're doing there, and I'm gonna do this, Rashad. This is what I was thinking. The same thing. I like. Okay, if you and they say put it on right after you get out of the shower, it's not adding up to me. You're supposed to be sparkling clean when you get out of the shower. Why are you putting on some butt deodorant or private part deodorant? Right? I'm like,
But again, the marketing, okay, the marketing will make you want to use it. And that's the genius of marketing, right?
I'm
Is
like,
that
I
they
don't
will
know.
market. Let me tell you a secret.
I don't know about that one.
Wash your funky butt. If you
Yeah.
have those kinds of problems, exactly.
Yeah.
That's my thought exactly, chick. You know,
Yes.
it just reminds me. So, first of all, if you get out of the shower, you've gotten into the shower and you get out of the shower and you have to turn around and put Lumi, okay, on your butt, then you're not cleaning yourself right. It's just like our little kids, when our kids were, especially our little boys, that you had to go in behind them because they said they're big enough, they can wash their own selves, but you had to go behind them because they would be dry and streaks of dirt still on them. If you have a problem with your personal hygiene, then, you know, to me, a thing like Lumi is really just, I don't know how it's going to mask that. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I
You
see what you're
can't
saying.
mask your funk. Either you clean it or you don't. That's like putting perfume and you ain't bathed in 5 days.
Well, babe, somebody ain't, I hate to say this, but somebody ain't clean because they have web sales of $50 million to $100 million. Their volume online is 10,000 to 50,000 units. They're selling the product.
Well,
I mean, they have over a quarter of a million of monthly unique monthly visitors to their websites and their marketing.
So Hope says there's a guy in her weightlifting class who needs this. He's a big guy on a weight loss journey, but he emits an odor.
So,
Now, that could just be his sweat jeans, right?
well, among some other things, yeah, but
And the fact that maybe he can't reach certain parts.
well, see what the reason why I hesitated there because we got to kind of understand well how does the odor begin? It's internal. It's what we're putting in, how it's affecting our internal systems and everything, and it's going to manifest itself out in some kind of way, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
like to get a little bit personal with the way we eat, Janet and I, especially when I was into OMAD, which I'm starting back up this month, by the way. Ooh. But we eat pretty clean, especially even on keto, and
Right.
we don't have crazy poop smell. As a matter of fact, it's roses. That's because of what we're putting in, clean, whole foods into our system, right? No processed, no junk. So if the diet isn't there, that contributes, I think, greatly to how that odor is going to manifest itself.
I
Uh,
do agree with that. And I agree with it because we are living it. We know what it was before we started changing the way that we eat. Okay,
right.
if we're gonna be honest, Okay, so when you're eating a lot of processed foods or things that just simply aren't good for you, everything that goes in has to go out. Right?
Yeah,
It's
absolutely, Pat.
no different certain foods, processed foods, all of those kinds of things, they will emit it makes you feel like, like you want to be by yourself. You smell like you need to be alone. So with this guy that Hope is talking about, like, we don't really know his story. And is it him? Is it his clothes? There's a lot of things that would go into that. But if he's on a weight loss journey, then I hope that his journey includes just simply eating clean. You know, that's really all I can say about that. But when it comes to Lumi, a product like that, it just kind of reminds me of when, Summer's Eve, when I was young, and those commercials, and ladies know what I'm talking about. Those commercials was all over the place, and you felt like you needed to have that so that you could smell like, juices and berries. And what ends up happening is that, first of all, your body is its own major cleaning machine. So you don't need the extra stuff, right? But second of all, what happens is that you're killing the good bacteria that fights the bad bacteria. So therefore you end up getting, all kinds of infections, and stuff like that. And it's because of those products. But the marketing is amazing because just like Sam said with Lumi, how many people, they have a high
Yeah,
traffic.
they're evidently somebody did some research and found a market. So because they're selling their product, they're getting tons of hits on their websites, which equals the sales. Because I'm assuming this is all web based.
Mhm.
I haven't seen it in any stores.
And that's a good point that Pat is making too. Her son has Crohn's, and so that causes him his bowel movements to smell. If
Hmm.
you're on a lot of medications, see, it's not a one stop answer. It's your intake, whatever you're putting in your body, which includes the medications that could cause, right, you to have stinky poop or an odor, period. But the other thing that Pat said, which is, because in the commercial, you saw that they were going to the gym and, stuff like that. And so when I used to go to the gym, it used to be in the morning. It was the first thing I did, right? Even though I went in the morning, I still washed up before I went to the daggone gym. After the gym, I took a shower, got dressed, and was going on about my day. But if you go to the gym in the evening, I know that a lot of women do this. I'm not the only one. We carry those wipes. We carry wet ones or wipes or whatever in our purse so that we can refresh because you have been moving about all day. We can refresh those sensitive areas, right? So that we're not in a situation where in the commercial, and I don't know why anybody would be that close to you in the gym anyway. Me personally.
Or maybe just passing by, or because those machines can be pretty close. So I did find their annual sales. They have annual sales, guys, of $750,000.
Hmm.
It's not bad. That's not bad.
So they're doing, their marketing does what it's supposed to do.
And that's exactly what this information is saying. This all because of their fantastic marketing, which I'm not mad at them for that. Hey, they got a product. They obviously somebody did a research to find out that we got a market here. Um, and they went for it. So kudos to them. It just struck me as odd, especially when the commercial was saying that as soon as you get out of the shower, maybe there's a reason for that because it'll protect you for the rest of the day. I don't know.
For I think it was 72 or 48 hours, something
Yeah.
like that. It was saying, but I don't want that because listen, even if you pass gas, is that whatever your gas is your gas, right? If you have flatulence, whatever it is,
It is
it
what it
is what it
is.
is. So you have to. My takeaway is, of course, I was totally surprised by there being such a thing.
Mm-hmm.
When you go on the website now, the commercial itself focuses on your bum or your private parts, right? But when you go on the website, what it says is that it's an all over deodorant.
Yeah, it says that, but then they're talking specifically about your private parts in
Right.
in their marketing.
And so when they said that it's an all over deodorant, they're talking about for ladies, your underboob, your underarms, your areas. And
Hmm.
I'm just like, listen, if they said that talcum powder was not good for the areas that it could cause cancer, I'm just waiting for the studies that come out about a product such as Lumi. Because talcum powder doesn't go inside of you, it goes on the outside. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay, so we need to, when it comes, and I'm gonna ask the ladies. Now I know that I'm a big busted girl, right? And I know that the girls, they sweat, but there is no way that they stink. How
Hey guys, sorry about that. Looks like we had something going on in our neighborhood. Everything. Let me gonna pause this guy. Let's see here. So we can be sure.